Hello and welcome to Elvin New Railways. Hello, I'm Ian and this is the 2025 edition of the Ivy Railway Update November. Mike and Keith visited a few weeks ago and Mike kindly did some filming for us, so we've got some nice footage now of the railway in action.
Got a lovely flower for you, mate.
The leaves weren't falling in earnest yet, but they've really started to come down now. We picked up dye along the way. Sadly, I'd also picked up some poo from somewhere.
Oh, it's poo. Oh, it's disgusting. It could be a fox or a cat. I think it's cat. It smells like cat poo. food. Oh. I'm fuming! Right, come on. Get back to it. I know it's stupid.
Shortly after this we did our beer fest and I noticed a very strange noise at one point. It turned out to be the wheel coming loose from the axle. Here you see the bogie of Ivy, the one that you sit above, and this is the problem here. But here I've Loctited it back on. Previously this wheel here and this wheel here had come loose from the axle, but this is the one that's the problem here now. So with that Loctite, hopefully this will solve the problem. Just need to get this fastened in place now. As you can see, the loco only just fits under the roof in the shed, but I wanted to jack it up in there so that everything was in the dry. Couldn't get the wheel completely off the axle easily, so I got it off enough to put the Loctite in the gap and then close it up again. You can see the hammer marks on the back of the wheel. Could only just about slide that under there. Now I've put it back in there and I'm just about to lower the loco onto the bogie. Now you see the jack going down, but you have to just line it up with a very small hole. I could see that it was lined up, but it wasn't going down, but stupidly I hadn't lowered the jack quite enough, as you can see, for it to meet up with the hole. So yeah, eventually I realised what I was doing and sorted it out. And that's the last part of the job, is to connect everything back up. is a fairly recent walk up the line. Just to look for my broom, which I leave in various places. A very typical start to a running day at the moment. And what I wanted to do was turn Ivy round the other way, but I got all the stock under the tunnel, so it was a case of bringing that out so that I could turn Ivy round. When I first made the railway, the loco was only meant to go bonnet first out of the shed, but because I made the line round the back of the shed, obviously the loco can go facing the other way round as well. It's okay going like that for small journeys, but you can't get off easily in a lot of places down the line, so I prefer it when it's the other way round. When the weather's like this, I tend to use the tunnel area for storage, and I tend not to go around there very much, so it made sense to get the engine turned around the other way. So there, we're back to the normal way now. That means I can get off pretty much anywhere apart from in the deep cutting. I've got some leaves in my hair, that's what I'm messing around with there. I think that must have been from when I was brushing them from the deep cutting. So then I put Ivy back on the shed road, which is where the camera's sitting. And then it was a case of putting the stock back under the tunnel to keep it nice and dry, or dry-ish.
There's some serious weight in that train. It's amazing what I'm expecting that engine to do a lot of the time.
At that point it's going up the gradient.
And that's without any passengers.
I think this was another day. It's time to do some work on the handrail that I've got at the side of my steps. I had to save some of the paint that I'd used on the brake van to match up with the handrail that I'd already got. I felt that a handrail to these steps had been needed for a long time. There you can see Ivy just sat there. And there you can see the handrail made. Makes things a little bit safer. One of my friends accidentally backed his car into my slate wall, and it was a bit of a mess. He came up the next day and fixed it to a degree. It was a bit of a pile, as you can see here, But just after this I spent about half an hour adding some moss and getting it a bit more straightened out. Looks a lot better now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and come back soon. Bye for now.
Oh, nice. Some of them dogs are. Oh, it's poo.